We all have just finished our very first preview of a new production of Evita, which is the first new production in over 30 years. So it's a big event for all of us, that we wanted to somehow present it for a new audience in a new century, and give them something that they have never seen before. Andrew Lloyd Webber has reorchestrated a lot of it for this production, and the casting, of course, reflects that as well, as does the physical production, the set, the lighting, the costumes. So that's what we've done this evening. We've finally got it on, finally back to Broadway with Evita, and it's lovely to be here. I can say that on behalf of the rest of the cast who aren't here, and I think I can probably say it on behalf of all of you as well.
It was amazing, very emotional. We were a little bit like tense at the beginning, but then the audience was so warm that it was very easy to go on, and I feel that we were giving everything.
It's been thrilling because I had seen the original production, years and years ago, never kind of thinking at that time that I would even end up on Broadway at all, much less in Evita. It's kind of exciting when you get to do material like this and you get to do it in this kind of venue and with these kinds of performers. Everything is setting the bar so high that you bring the best of yourself as well.
It's amazing because I did Marius, who was a man that spoke for the people.
Yeah.
And I guess Che does the same thing, To speak on behalf of the people is something that's following me, my acting career and in Broadway. It's just been fascinating. I'm in another place mentally, physically, spiritually today, and to be on stage surrounded by maestros. It's been a very beautiful journey, very spiritual.
I didn't know that Evita had to dance, so the first time when I did it in 2006 was like great, it was incredible. It was lovely to be able to do Buenos Aires dancing, and I know that Rob Ashford went to Buenos Aires a lot of times. He did Kiss of a Spider Woman, and he knows all about the taste and the feeling of Buenos Aires, and I think he did it marvelous here.
Andrew was the first to admit, even when he composed the musical originally, he had no real access to the sounds of that part of the world more than the basic knowledge, and his knowledge has grown hugely in the intervening 30 years, and he wanted to get that into the orchestration. So it was really just about, from that point of view, we were able to offer something, I hope, with a more authentic feel.
The first time I was on stage, I was part of a boy band who happens to have a very intense musical approach to the whole story of Music Man, because we pretty much were taking this concept around the world, and it was pretty much there was a script that we had to follow, and there were some choreographies that we need to follow. So the beginning of my career pretty much was very theatrical, and I've been using that today. And I think that tomorrow I can be someone else in this, portraying this character, which is like fascinating. It's like an open canvas that I can find colors and textures every night with respect and dignity. It's going to be amazing.